And we're going to stay on the topic of starting pitching. So as the GM, I'm signed in Yamamoto. I'm also signed in Jordan Montgomery. But you know what else I'm doing, Josh?
Hmm.
I'm not having a free agency meeting with a player that we're going to talk about that's a free agent because I'm picking up my phone and I'm calling the Milwaukee Brewers and I am saying, "What do you want for Corbin Burnes?" I'm not taking no for an answer. I am acquiring Corbin Burnes to be
Wow.
the number 2 or the number 1 to go with Yamamoto, and then you have Jordan Montgomery as the number 3. There was a report
You're
in the LA
getting three
Times.
starting pitchers.
I'm getting 3 starting pitchers because the Dodgers need starting pitching badly because Walker Buehler, he's a question mark for next year. He could be good. He could also not be so great coming back from Tommy John. We know we saw in Bobby Miller. Is he going to take the next step? But then you have a lot of question marks with a lot of rookies. You need to build this starting rotation. The LA Times said that the Dodgers are going to be interested in Corbin Burnes. I believe Bob Nightingale also wrote an article saying that the Dodgers are expressing interest and that the Brewers might be leaning towards potentially trading him because I believe this is his final year under contract. I think he's a free agent next off season. I want to say this is his final year of arbitration. So if you're the Brewers, you have 1 season left to Corbin Burnes. Why not trade him? Why not get a solid haul in return? And if you're the Dodgers, you say, hey, we got guys like Miguel Vargas, Michael Bush, Josh, cover your ears on that one. We got some young pitching prospects. Of course, there it is. There it is right there. We got some young pitching prospects, Ryan Pepio, Emmett Sheehan. All these guys you could choose from. Give us Corbin Burnes.
So let me ask you this. So if you are going out there and you are acquiring two starting pitchers via free agency, and you are also going to make a trade for Corbin Burnes, where in terms of making an offer for you, where does Bobby Miller, Emmett Sheehan, Tony Gonsolin, Dustin May, where do those guys fall in for the future, for their futures with the organization? Are those players that you consider adding into a deal to get Corbin Burnes?
I think Bobby Miller's the only untouchable, but Emmett Sheehan, I think he'd be on the table. I think Gavin Stone would be on the table. I think Ryan Pepe would be on the table. I think Kyle Hurt would be on the table. I think all those guys are in play, especially because, again, you're only getting potentially 1 season of Corbin Burnes. The Brewers will probably get a decent haul, but for 1 year of control, it might not be a whole lot. So I think the Dodgers, honestly, they could say, we'll give you a Miguel Vargas, a Gavin Stone, and we'll call it a day. Because I don't think his price is going to be astronomically high. It could be, but if I'm the Dodgers, I'm calling. I'm seeing what I can do to get Corbin Burnes. Because if you get Corbin Burnes to be your game 1 starter, Yamamoto to be game 2, Walker Buehler to be game 3, Jordan Montgomery, Marcus Stroman to be game 4, and then all of a sudden, Josh, Bobby Miller, who was the Dodgers' number 1 starter all season, he's your number 5. That is a great position to be in if you're the Dodgers. And then you still have all the other options. You have Dustin May when he comes back from injury, Tony Gonsolin when he comes back, whatever rookies you don't trade. So if I'm the Dodgers, which I guess we are now, I'm calling the Brewers and I'm saying, what do you want for Corbin Burnes? Let's make a deal happen. The only untouchable would be Bobby Miller. I'd say he's ours. Don't touch him. Have at it. Take whoever you want. Enjoy them. So
All
that's
right.
what I would do. Because that starting rotation, Josh, that starting rotation would be nasty. So
That would be really
that's
big.
that's what I'm doing. So